Let's turn to the political turmoil unfolding in West Africa. Nigeria has stepped into Guinea Bissau's crisis. Abuja has confirmed it is granting asylum to opposition candidate Fernando Dias inside its embassy in Bissau. Nigeria says it acted after credible threats to Dias's life. This comes days after military officers seized control, 1 day before election results were due. Dias claims he was on track to win the November 23rd election. His coalition describes the takeover by the junta as illegal. Nigeria's foreign minister puts Dias's asylum request in writing to President Bola Tinubu. He says Tinubu approved the protection as a proactive step to prevent an imminent threat. The Nigerian Foreign Ministry says providing protection to Dias is the country's responsibility and part of its commitment to regional peace.
President Bola Tinubu has graciously approved the provision of protection and security in the premises of the Nigerian embassy in the Republic of Guinea Bissau for Mr. Fernando Dias da Costa. Mr. President's decision is a proactive measure to ensure the safety of Mr. da Costa in response to imminent threats to his life.
Nigeria has condemned the takeover in Guinea Bissau and is pushing for a return to constitutional order. Dias has claimed that the military takeover was a ceremonial coup led by the head of state himself. Nigeria's former president echoed this sentiment, calling the military takeover an orchestrated move.
Happened in Guinea-Bissau. It is not what some people will say palace coup. It was not a palace coup. I describe it as a ceremonial coup. It was a ceremony conducted by the head of state himself.
Jonathan witnessed the turmoil as he escaped from Bissau just as the coup began. He says the tally was nearly complete and the winner already known.
The key thing is that election was concluded. Tallying of the results was almost concluded. In fact, the results are known. And the key thing is that the winner of that election must be announced. Well, they cannot kick out the military with force, otherwise people will die. But let us know the winner of the election.
And regional blocs are now watching closely for the next move from the junta. A high-level delegation from the West African regional bloc known as ECOWAS, led by Sierra Leone's president, met the junta in Bissau on Monday. The group, which has already suspended Guinea-Bissau, failed to secure a breakthrough during talks.
We've had today very fruitful discussions. Both sides have expressed their different concerns. On the part of ECOWAS, the chair of the authority condemned the coup and calls for the immediate restoration of constitutional order, which includes allowing the electoral process to a logical conclusion.
Meanwhile, Guinea-Bissau's military-appointed foreign minister says the junta is open to continuing talks.
The solution is for us to continue working together with CEDEAO. A one-year deadline was set, but obviously this will be submitted to the Conference of Heads of State and Government on December 14th, and based on that decision we will know what to do and how to proceed.
Guinea-Bissau has a long history of instability. Since independence in 1974, military interventions have repeatedly cut short civilian rule. The current crisis began after the November 23rd election. Both incumbent Presidents Umaro Embalo and Fernando Dias claimed victory. But before results could be announced, soldiers surrounded government sites, declared full control and shut borders. The junta later reopened them, installing Major General Horta as traditional president for 1 year. Protests and strikes are now banned. Dozens of opposition figures have been detained. The country remains on edge. Meanwhile, President Embalo, the ousted leader, has fled to Brazzaville in the Republic of Congo after leaving Senegal on a special flight. He was also arrested but was later allowed to leave for Senegal. Guinea-Bissau has been in this situation many times before, but this time regional players are actively involved, pushing to restore the electoral process. Will this result in a change, or will Guinea-Bissau remain a military-led nation like many others?
They promised glory. They delivered fear. They shape nations. They scar generations. From brutal purges to propaganda machines, from stolen power to violent falls from the throne. Welcome to The Dictator, a series that strips away the myth and then exposes the men behind the tyranny. History remembers their power. Firstpost reveals their truth.